This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one side carve out an advantage?
Poise. That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, A&B, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where do you come up with that?
FAE?
A&B, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes.
Okay.
Be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and hurry.
It's going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
A&B.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They've played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson continues to be happy with his role in the Warriors. He said winning is so much fun. It's one thing to put up numbers, and it's another to sacrifice and be on the best team in the NBA. I'll take the latter every time. At the end of the day, people are going to remember championships. That's what it's all about. That's absolutely right. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's the mindset you have to have. In the end, winning titles should be the ultimate goal. Mark, we're seeing some dominant play by both these teams, and it may be a preview of the postseason.
I tell you what, with the way both of these teams are playing, you could be exactly right, Kevin. I mean, games like this mean a little bit more than others when you're going against an opponent that's on par with where you are and where you want to go.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Teague in at the 1 spot. Now here's Thompson after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns outside Curry. Kicks it to Durant. Back to Curry, a 3-ball. Minnesota with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Wiggins outside. Back to Teague. Outside Butler. The dish to Towns. Gibson the screen. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his first bucket in this one.
Still in the process of shining his game up. Towns looking like a seasoned vet there.
Curry kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. 6 on the shot clock. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. T kicks to Towns. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes you're improved how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
You know, you watch Karl Anthony Towns, and he just epitomizes the future of the NBA big man. Extremely versatile, gets it done inside and outside at both ends of the floor, and has a fluidity to his game that belies his size.
And Towns drops them both. And with Towns and him being the future of the NBA big men, the numbers he's put up at a young age are staggering. Clark just looks like a guard out there sometimes.
Well, there's a good reason for that, Kevin. You know, Towns actually played guard before a big growth spurt. I think that clearly helped with his skills, and that's why he's so comfortable creating. It's a perfect situation for a guy like him to revolutionize what a low block player can do.
Here's Teague. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket, and the dunk by Towns.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Green, the screen. Out to Thompson. Over Butler. Thompson misses. Timberwolves leading by 3. The baseline J. Here's Gibson. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Thompson. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Butler. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia. Andre Iguodala. T kicks to Butler. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Curry's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Wiggins with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Wiggins dishes to T. Outside Butler. He kicks to Towns. Fires from 14, and the shot falls short this time. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 5. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Durant's got his second basket of the night. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against New York.
And how about the points they put up? I mean, they were aggressive. In fact, at times overwhelming.
Hey, I agree with you there. I mean, they were in a really nice flow, Greg. Seemed like they couldn't miss.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Thompson outside. They set the pick. Green with a screen on Wiggins. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his third rebound tonight. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Butler kicks to Towns. Baseline jumper. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe. Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Outside Teague, and there's the pass to Wiggins. Dishes it to Towns. Over Green, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 10 points.
Gaining a lot of poise in this area. Towns will make the mid-range jumper if you give it to him now.
Curry, good.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, and he is absolutely scorching.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stance-wise?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Livingston is out there with McCall. Then there's West. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Young in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. He still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
The shot by Muhammad, nobody around. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Highlights has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. 4 on the clock. Jones, no luck. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
He just has great timing for when to go for the steal. He can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Now here's Muhammad. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
And Zhang kicks to Jones. Zhang with the screen for Jones. Teardrop shot. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Livingston with it. Jones covering. Livingston passes to West. Young outside. West setting the pick for Young. Off target from outside.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Young against Muhammad. Rebound by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Crawford. Second shot opportunity, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Iguodala's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Livingston, and again no good by Golden State. Timberwolves trail by 3. One thing that Tom Thibodeau can be depended on as a coach is giving his star players a lot of minutes. In fact, in Chicago, Clarkson criticized him for doing that. Others praised him for it. But the fact of the matter is, if you're a team leader, he expects you to be on the floor a lot and produce a lot.
Yeah, and you know, that's part of the job. Hey, when you get right down to it, if you're one of the best players, you've got to show up and do your job all the time. And you look at players who've played under Thibodeau. I mean, he's had the league leader in average minutes 3 times in his career as a coach. Said himself that he expects his guys to get used to what star players do, which includes a lot of minutes.
New 5 on the floor. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Timberwolves.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner 3. And when they have, he's been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
Outside Butler. The feed now to Towns over Pachulia, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Warriors leading by 3. Durant kicks to Kerr. Not 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Right side, Butler. Back to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns a screen on Kerr. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by T. And 12 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yep, another one from Towns. There's no limit to what he can score when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Green with a screen on Butler. Thompson against Butler. Thompson passes to Durant. And close. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Here's Towns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And the first one drops.
And you know what's impressive about Towns to me, guys, at this young age? The preparation he puts into each and every game. He's a true pro in that regard.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Here's Thompson. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Outside Curry. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry, damn it. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Reminds me of myself at the free throw line. They have been shooting horribly out there. This is not a team that should be executing so poorly on offense. They need to completely revamp their approach, move the ball, set better screens, find the open man, get to the basket. They need to get to the basics right now.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. And it's Towns in at the 5.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations Tom Thibodeau says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, D.A. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Wiggins kicks to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Nobody sliding over in time to stop Towns. I mean, the speed is deceiving for a guy with his size.
Thompson against Butler. Curry is inside. He's got 12, and that one is off. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You always say it, Clark, so much of the game is played inside your mind, between the ears, in your head. Which players jump out to you as being some of the smartest players on the floor?
Kevin, there are so many guys that fall into that category. LeBron James is at the top of the list for me because of how he impacts the game in so many ways at both ends of the floor, and his size and athleticism make him unique. Chris Paul, another guy who has great awareness on the court.
Iguodala kicks to Green. There's a good screen. Pass to McCaw. Livingston with it. Working on Jones. Shots good by Green.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Crawford kicks to Butler. Jang with the screen for Butler. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
On the wing, it's Iguodala, guarded by Crawford. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Green. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Butler. He nails it, and we're tied up. Butler's got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And here's Green outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 3. In the corner, it's Jang. Crawford outside. From the arc. McCaw grabs the miss.
Well, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
Crawford against Iguodala. Here's Green. Rebound, Minnesota. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Changes for Golden State. Young comes in for West, and Curry subbed in for Patrick McCaw. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Tyus Jones. Livingston kicks to Curry. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 4-point game. Crawford kicks to Muhammad. Pass to Butler. 1:03 left to play in the 3rd. Misses from close range. Curry against Crawford. Green, the screen. Here's Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Crawford with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Butler, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Left side Curry, a 3-ball. Rebound by Chang. Chang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Curry against Crawford. Pass to Muhammad. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one, good. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
I mean, the mid-range jumper of Butler is impressive as he continues to get better from here.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Defensively, make sure we're all getting rebounded. No second shot. In transition, everyone talk. No open threes in transition.
And Tom Thibodeau wanting his team to pay particular attention to certain areas of their defense.
Yeah, taking care of the defensive boards, allowing no easy baskets on the fast break. These are key elements in terms of you having success.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Iguodala at small forward with Durant playing the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
And still varying opinions out there of what Andrew Wiggins can and can't do. But one thing that's indisputable, he's an incredible scorer. Whether it's half-court transition, he can flat out fill it up in a hurry.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Wiggins, his young career, just getting better and better at scoring, Greg, while increasing his workload.
Yeah, and very few scorers can do that, especially from that 2-guard spot. Wiggins has that special talent where he can flat out carry an offense. Scary to think that this is a kid who is just scratching the surface.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And Towns drops them both.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Curry against T. Pachulia with the screen on Butler. Thompson dishes to Pachulia. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The free throw drops for Pachulia. And Pachulia drops them both. Butler against Thompson. Feeds to Curry. It's Durant on the wing. Thompson outside. And stolen by Butler. Here's the break. Here's Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And I like the decisions Butler makes with the ball. He's a solid passer and really has a nice feel for how to get his teammates open and clean looks.
They set the pick. Pachulia with the screen on Teague. 6 to shoot. Iguodala the pass to Pachulia. Over Gibson. Pachulia, no luck.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. He feeds it to Butler to take the lead. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Curry with it. Picked up by Teague. Curry dishes to Thompson. Pachulia sets a screen for Thompson. Over Wiggins. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Teague with a clean look. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
You know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
The Warriors lead it. Thompson passes to Curry. Durant against Wiggins. Outside Durant. Over Wiggins. And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Kicks it to Butler. Teague for 3. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pachulia with the screen on Wiggins. Shots good by Durant.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
T kicks to Towns. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Curry on the wing. Jacks up a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
The dish to Towns. And the layup is good. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. He kicks it to Pachulia. Shot from 16. Rebound by Butler. Timberwolves trail by 4. The pass to Gibson. Here's Wiggins. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Durant. Curry on the wing. All sorts of time. And right on target with the swish. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Pachulia with the steal. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now an 8-point Warrior lead. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's a good screen. Towns against Pachulia. Puts it up from 15. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Durant the pass to Thompson. Back to Durant. Thompson, a screen on Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Warriors with the rebound.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Curry's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wiggins kicks to Gibson. Dishes it to T. Butler in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Durant's running. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's rebounded by T. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Offensive rebound. Wiggins from outside. No good. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.